two pitchers, curve and a fastball, and he can be very effective and very sloppy.
There's the curve and a nice, he really fooled Apollo. The ground ball, he bobbles it, the throw, he's safe. And an error on Apollo, not the smoothest fielder in the league. He fooled Liguori on the pitch, but he couldn't make the play on a spinning ball.
Well, Liggs can get down that line, and I think that's what Justin caused the error. He knew that Liggs was running. He can get down that line, and he rushed the play a little bit. Didn't get much on the throw, and Liggs is on first for a leadoff hit.
Yeah, one of the things about Liggs that makes him different from every player is not only does he hit the power, he can hit the average, he can run, he can field, he can do pretty much everything as Justin pitches a ball to Stephen Hart.
Yeah, Liggs is a multi-dimensional player out there. He can run and hit, and as you said, he can do anything.
So Hart, now on the season, Hart is batting .422 with 7 home runs. Hart's second in the league in home runs.
What's my stats against Just?
Career stats are not very good.
They're not, are they? Three and two, I think.
So here's the 3-2 pitch to Hart. Outside, ball 4, and there's first and second. The Lions are threatening, and here comes the return of Michael Weinstein, and the crowd is really loving it.
Whitey.
It's paused. All right, is it paused? Okay, the pitch to Winey, the 1-0. Fastball outside, 1-1. Hart on first, Liguori down on second. The 1-1 from Justin. Fastball is outside, 2-1 now.
3-0.
Oh, 3-0, excuse me. So pitching around Winey in his first bat in his return. And there's a lob right over the plate for a strike. So 3 balls and 1 strike to the legendary Michael Weinstein.
Boy, he is tough to pitch to in there. I forgot how small he is.
Yeah, it's going to make it difficult. And there's ball 4.
Oh, he called it a strike.
And they called it a strike. Oh, that's a tough call.
That looked way inside from my vantage point.
That's a tough break for Winey. So here's the pitch. Curveball, and he gets a piece of it.
Oh, that's one.
So
He's swinging over a year, and it looked very impressive. What a level swing, and right on top of that ball.
Not seen Winey make contact with that curve in a long time. Fastball is a low, and Winey walks, and he's on base in his return. So the bases are loaded with nobody out for Mark Liguori. The Lions trying to get a lead and trying to win this game and be on their way to clinching first place for the first time in the team's history. The bases loaded, no one out. Justin, not known to have such control problems, walking 2 in an inning and getting behind all the hitters. That is not like the Justin Lapallo we know.
Certainly very surprising. And the Woodpeckers, as a team, have very impressive pitching numbers as far as ratio to strikeouts to walks. 40 strikeouts and just 13 bases on balls. That's very impressive.
That really is, and Justin's right up there with them. Strike called as Liguori held up. Thought it was a little high, but it's in there, and the count is now 0-1. Fastball low, and it's 2-0 now to Mark Liguori. 1-1, I'm sorry.
Justin in trouble here early, and it's going to be very difficult to pitch out of this one.
And a smash base hit just through past Banks, and it's going to the trees. A ground rule double for Liguori, and the Lions are on top right back in the
Well, that was impressive, the hit, but the main thing I was watching was Michael Weinstein motoring around second, not showing any signs of his 50-year-old body. And, whoa, boy, was he motoring.
I saw that, too, and the Lions take a 2-run lead as he hustled every bit of the way. Now Hart's back up. 2-1, the Lions in front. Let's see if Lapallo can settle down. Usually does not have trouble early in the game. That is not a good sign for the Woodpeckers. Jason Banks just pitched 2 days ago, so he really needs a rest. And Roger Booth, not known to be the kind of relief pitcher you look for in this situation. Fastball low, and another ball from Justin Lapallo.
The Woodpeckers bullpen certainly depleted in this game, and they're going to be lucky to get 5 good innings.
And there was a good curveball. Sorry to interrupt you there, Dick, but that was a curve. Hart was leaning out, and he swung and missed that one. Another nice curve right under the bat.
Starts getting over. You never know what's going to happen. He can be virtually untouchable if both his pitches are going over.
There's a ball, so it's 2-2 now with a fastball, and I think we'll look for a curve here.
Justin making it clear that the inside part of the plate belongs to him. He doesn't get the warning, and I doubt he will. It's going to take a lot of hit-by pitches to get a warning in this game.
So Jason Banks, the team's captain, comes in, have a word or two with Justin, settle him down now. And with 2 strikes, let's see what he can do to Hart, who Hart is a free swinger by all means. High, and the ball, and right into the booth. Another one there.
That's
You okay,
the
Dick?
second
That
one.
one really
Oh.
got you.
That one went right into my pizza.
So the pitch, and a nice curveball, and he struck him out. So there's the pitch that Justin's been looking
3
for.
curveballs right there had Hart completely fooled. And if he can continue to do that in this game, as I said, he can be tough.
So let's see if that works. He has a good chance to get Winey here. It's 2nd and 3rd now with 1 man down in the bottom of the 1st. The Lions lead 2-1. Michael Brett Weinstein stepping in his 2nd at bat in his return. Strike 1 on a beautiful curve. Now he's starting to get his stuff together.
He's got that curve going exactly where he wants it, and he's going to be tough.
Outside, fastball for a ball. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Michael Weinstein. Michael going to try to hang in there and play a tough game, not going to let down at any point. And there's another fastball outside. So he's using the fastball more than I've ever seen him use it. How about you, Dick?
Well, I think he's lost a little bit of confidence in the curveball, and he needs that confidence today.
And there's a grounder to Booth. Booth's first attempt of the year, and it's an error. And 2 runs score. And that was the ground ball they needed to get out of the inning.
Oh, boy. He made the perfect pitch, and he got the perfect placement right at Booth. He just booted it, and that's a plain old-fashioned E for Roger Booth.
So Roger messes up his first play of the year, but he didn't look as bad as we expected as he got over there and did at least touch the ball. And here's Ligori again. Curve ball for a strike. That was a nice pitch.
Oh, excuse me, Vern, but you talk to players around the league. A lot of them seem to be reminded of Pete Incaviglia when they see Mark Ligori up there with his big biceps and his Italian frame. He really is a dangerous hitter up there.
Yes, he really is. And there's another dangerous situation with a runner on first base. And 1 man down. The Lions have the lead. Ligori played in his first game Friday night and did not really do that much damage, but was impressive as he got 3 RBIs and batted .500. So Stephen Hart,
how did you...
Back during the game, that curveball is unbelievable, Howard.
Who?
You're not Howard Cosell? Holy shit.
So Stephen Hart waiting on deck. And there's a ground ball. He got it with the curve. Jay, the Gold Glove winner 2 years in a row, and he can't make the play.
Boy, Mark Ligori can get down that line with the best of them. I don't think I've ever seen a guy get from home to first as fast as he does. That was a routine play, and he just flat beat it.
I see that. I see what you're saying. But Banks has got to be a little bit slower than you've known out in the field as far as his defense is concerned this season.
Yes, that's true.
Fastball is over the backstop, so it's 1-0 to Stephen Hart. Stephen Hart in his 2 at-bats is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. And here's a fly ball in foul territory. Banks over there, and he can't get it. It's in the stands. And now it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Stephen Hart. So the ball comes back in now. Hart looking to win the home run championship. He has 3 games in which to hit 2 home runs. It's a very tight race between the 3 leaders, Michael Berger, Mark Wittenbach, and Stephen Hart. A curve ball, and he fools him. A fly ball to right, and Booth lets it drop. Booth lets it drop, and the bases are loaded. So the run scores as Winey comes home, and the Lions have the lead now 5-1. And Roger Booth really looked undecided on what to do out there, and Banks never really got over there. Banks doesn't have the speed to make that defensive play, and Booth's got to call that off. So Hart gets a bloop single. And here's the pitch now to Winey, and a curveball is in there for a strike. Nice breaking pitch from Apollo, but he's having a very tough inning. I've never seen him struggle this much in 1 inning, this year at least. And there's a ball, 1-1.
Well, he should be out of the inning by all means. Roger Booth has not been impressive out in the field. He is intimidating at the plate, and although he did get out in his first at-bat, he's going to be tough today, and he's got to improve his defense to give his team a shot.
So we got runners on first and second. Here's the delivery. Blooper pitch, ball, 2-1 now.
Boy, boy, Justin is really struggling out there. I've never seen him give up like that and throw a off-speed pitch that high. I've seen a curveball, but that's a little bit ridiculous.
So the delivery to Winey. There's a curve. Strike three, and the side is retired. But not before the Lions score 5 runs. They do it on only 3 hits. 2 men left on. We go to the second. The Lions lead 5-1.
So we're back here. We're in the top of the second. Yes, the microphone is on. My producer, Eric Wittenbach, making sure. And here we are in the top of the second. Justin Lopalo lead it off against Hart. And the first pitch is inside, and Justin seems to get hit with a lot of pitches. And because he stands really pretty close to the plate, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. We remember from the All-Star game, he got hit with some hard ones, and we've seen him get hit a lot this year. But he can get that inside pitch and hit the home run.
And that one's going to drop into right field for a hit.
Well.
And there's going to be a play at second. No, Hart not really over there like he should be. They had a shot at him if he was covering, but he wasn't. Lackadaisical play by the Lions.
Well, it didn't look too pretty out in the field, but it really was hard ball to get to. The defense did not look like they were really onto the ball, but it was really a tough ball to get to. That'll be a hit for anybody.
So it's a leadoff double for Lopalo, and the Woodpeckers are off and moving in the second. Banks to lead it off, and he takes the ball inside.
Just getting back to what I was saying about Justin, that
swinging, man! Watch out!
That one got me there. But he does stand on the inside of the plate, but he really will hit more home runs and hit for more power that way.
There's a drive to right field. That's going to be off the wall. Banks digging for second. Lopalo will score easily, and the Woodpeckers come right back with 2 back-to-back doubles, and it's now a 5-2 ball game.
So if they can keep hitting hard like this, it's going to be an interesting game. It could be a high-scoring affair. And here's Roger Booth.
This, in my opinion, is the key to the game right here. Booth up, man on second. They're going to need him to drive in some runs today to be effective.
He's 0 for 1 on the day.
And 0 for 2 on the season. He's going to need to make some contact.
Here's Hart getting behind hitters again, and there's a...
Fouled back. I believe the count is 1-2. The pitch. That hit him. It's 2-2. Booth did not make too much of an effort.
Yeah, he didn't flinch. Yeah, that ball's not going to hurt Roger Booth. You could tell. You could see him out there.
And another pitch inside, that hit him on the hand, too.
Roger, not very animated out on the field. Just Kevin McReynolds type. Very even keel. Won't say anything.
Yes, a very quiet, yet looks like it could be a steady ball player for this team.
Well, they needed to hit for power. That's what they got him for. And I think once he gets a couple of swings in there, he might do some damage. So the Lions really better not take him too lightly after a couple of at-bats.
Mark Ligori not giving him the credit that he can pull Hardy, playing more towards center. And that's a big hole down the left field line. And it's up the middle. It's going to be a play for Hart. He snags it and throws him out easily. Yeah, Banks moving to third. And there's 1 man down here in the second.
Hart is only 1 error this year, and that's the lowest in the league. And he's always been a good defensive player, and there you see why. That was a very nice play.
Hart, the tallest pitcher in the league, and that certainly helped his cause on that play.
Tall, lanky right-hander, and the only difference between most tall, lanky right-handers, he does throw with velocity, but he has a lot of junk. You know, he's got his knuckler, his slider, his forkball. Most pitchers just have 2 pitches if they're that tall.
Reminds a lot of people of the ex-Yankee Mike Witt. Tall and lanky, but not the hard thrower that he looks like he should be. James Simon now entering the field to drive down the left field line, hooking foul. Wow. Boy, Justin looks like he's right on it, doesn't he?
Wow.
Did he hit that one? It's just a long strike, though, and he steps out. As I said, James Simon entering the ballpark now. He'll play in the second game of our doubleheader, and it's popped up, fouled back into the booth. And it's a 2-2 count to Justin Lopalo.
I think we picked a dangerous area today, huh, Dick?
Yeah, we've hit with a few today. Oh, and I think Justin Lopalo's in a little danger up there, too, today, don't you think?
He's been hitting as much as we are.
Oh, boy. I think it's a payoff pitch here. Outside. And that'll make it 3-2. A bit of a controversial call there by Wittenbach.
Yeah, that looked like it might have caught the corner, but Andrews is known as a pitcher's pitcher, so you'd think if it's a good pitch, he'll get the call.
And that is high, and I was wrong on the count completely. Now it's 3-2, I think. The scoreboard is turned off here, and I have to judge for myself, and it's very difficult.
Well, Justin, looking to win that sportsmanship award, he's got a great attitude, and here he doesn't like the call, but he's not going to say anything. He just gives a little smile.
And it's inside for a ball. So Banks will come up as the tying run. 5-2 they trail, but it's first and third, 1 out. How you doing, James?
So James coming in.
James Simon, say hello to the fans at home. Come on over here and say hello. You're playing in the second half of the doubleheader today. Are you looking forward to it?
Sure. Ready to go.
And a very quiet but very dangerous hitter, James Simon.
He's got to go get warmed up. There's a foul ball by Banks. Banks looks like he's onto it. He's on a very hot streak of late.
Oh, yes, he's been on complete fire. And the pitch is inside. Oh! Well, we've seen some headhunting here today. I think there might have to be a warning issued sooner or later in this ballgame.
Jay has hit in 19 of his last 31 at-bats. A really true hot streak. And he's brought his average up over 400 and trying to redeem at least part of his season.
The pitch is on the outside corner, 2-2.
That was a very good pitch.
This is a big pitch here. Here it is. And it's lined over the head of Weinstein. At least one run's going to score. Lapallo rounding second. He's going to third. He'll score easily. Banks on his way to third. Here's the throw. Stand-up triple. 2 runs score, and it's 5-4. You don't see that too often. Jason Banks, not very good speed, but he did get around nicely to third base with a stand-up triple.
Only the 7th triple all year long, and you don't expect to see that from Jay, but he really got a hold of that one, drove it into the gap, and just kept running and didn't stop. Weiney, doesn't have the best arm and couldn't get the ball in. No chance. Good play.
So the Woodpeckers right back in at 5-4. Their tying run is 60 feet away, and here's Roger Booth. Strike 1 on the outside corner. And don't you agree, they're going to need some offense from this man.
Yeah, they really are. He can't just, make
strike 2
out every single time up. But he'll get onto the pitches. And there's a pop-up.
Ligori under it, makes the play. Snatch catch out there. Oh, a little razzle-dazzle from Ligori.
Fans like that one.
Yes, they do. So we've played 1.5 here, and we're going to the bottom of the second.
3 runs.
And 3 runs on 3 hits. One man left, and it's 5-4. Now bottom of the second now, Mark Ligori up there, batting left-handed. And he is one of 3 switch hitters in the league. Andrew Wittenbach, the umpire today, is also a switch hitter. Mike Berger is a switch hitter. And now Mark Ligori.
Mark Effman, a switch hitter to some extent.
Yes, you could. We've yet to see him lefty this year, but last year he did have quite a few at-bats from the left side. And the pitch is on the inside corner. Justin seems to be finding his
game. So this is the first time anyone has seen him lefty. That was a good pitch from Best.
Oh, Justin doing a little victory dance out there on the mound as he got Ligori looking.
Well, he's not very animated out there, Justin, is it? But between the rivalry, a good friend of his, Mark Ligori.
Yes, they are very good friends, playing sports together since, Lord knows when.
Long time. They go back to hometown baseball as little kids, kind of like Darryl Strawberry and Eric Davis.
Yes.
And they have said they would like to play together one of these years in Woodyball.
Yeah, there has been a lot of talk about an expansion team being formed between Simon, Ligori, and Lapallo. What a dangerous lineup that would be.
That really would be. And, just from all the talk around the league, I think we're going to see some really different lineups next year.
Well, we are going to concentrate on this game first before we think about next year. But it's a ball inside, 1-0.
That was a breaking pitch.
Hart seems to be completely fooled by that curveball.
Well, you heard him when he came in the booth and said it. But, when a pitch drops like that, you're not going to hit it.
And a grounded back to the pitcher, bobbled by Lapallo. Close play at first, but he got him. Hart did not get out of the box easily.
You're going to have to see a fine for that. You just cannot do that. He did not run on that pitch.
Especially since in the first inning that same play was blown by Lapallo. You got to run all the way. And, oh, boy, Pete Rose would not be happy about that now, would he?
No, he wouldn't. But that's the end of the inning now. No runs, no hits. We go to the third. So, inside for a ball from Hart. We're back here now. Sorry about that little interruption. Top of the third inning. Good ball game. There's a ground ball. Foul ball. Just foul down the third base line. Dick had to step out of the booth for a second. It's 5-4. The Lions ahead of the Woodpeckers. And there's a ball to Lapallo. As Lapallo has a home run to lead off the game and a double. He has 2 for 3. Hart to the belt, and now a timeout called. As Banks calls a timeout, and we'll pause for a second for station identification. And Hart is ready to pitch to Lapallo. The pitch. And a high fly ball hit in foul territory. Legs over there. And he makes the catch. Leaning into the stands. And a very nice catch by Mark Ligori. He kept his foot on the field. Leaned over the grandstand. The fans got out of his way. And he made the catch. One man down. Very pretty defensive play. And we've seen a lot of those today from Mark Ligori. And there's a ground ball by Banks to Hart, over to first, and 2 up and 2 down. So we've completed 2.5 from Woody Stadium. It's the Lions 5 and the Woodpeckers 4. Okay, so we're back here. Justin LaPala back on the mound. He's retired 3 in a row now. Rusty Staub joining me. As I said, Dick left the booth, and Rusty comes back in. How are you doing, Rusty?
I'm doing all right there. Just a very exciting ball game here.
Well, there's the first pitch from Justin, is a ball outside. And he's retired 3 in a row, 2 on strikeouts. Looks like he's finding his spot.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vern, that curveball's going over the plate, and he can be really tough out there when he mixes up those pitches like that, and he's real tough.
That was a good pitch there. There's another strike to Michael Weinstein. Michael Weinstein does not seem to be very into this game. And a pitch is outside for a ball from Justin LaPala.
Strike 3 there.
Wow, that's a called strike, and that did not look like a strike to me, but, you know, can't really get a great angle from here, and that must have been a good pitch, as Andrew Wittenbach, usually known as a good umpire.
As they say in baseball, that pitch hit the black. As you know, it's a fictional term. There is no black on the plate, but if there was, boy, he hit it right on the spot.
So another strikeout for LaPala, and here's Mark Ligori. Ligori is singled, reached on an error, and doubled in 3 at-bats. Pitch is down low for a ball.
This is a dangerous spot you picked back here, Vern.
Yeah, we've gotten hit by a hell of a lot of balls today, but I was just looking at this, looking up at the skies. Does not seem very promising.
No, the second game we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We're going to be lucky to get 1 game in, and maybe 2 today. It's going to be getting dark early today.
So the delivery from Justin, a line drive caught! Nice catch by Jason Banks, diving to his left, and he retires aside in order. We'll have to take a look at that when we get back.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a great play by Jason Banks. He's always been a great fielder. Had a little trouble this year, but he's coming back strong.
So no runs, no hits. We finished 3. It's 5-4.
And we're back, top of the 4th. 5-4 lead still for the Lions. Roger Booth takes it inside for a ball. That's the 4th time he's been hit by the pitch today. Hardy having a little bit of trouble out there in the first and second innings. Excuse me, that was the second and third innings that he had his trouble.
The outfield is playing entirely too shallow.
Oh, we're joined by Tim McCarver here.
I just can't see how you can take for granted that Booth is going to be out. I mean, you see the kind of power he hits with. You just cannot give him that much room in the outfield.
And me being Fran Healy, I have to agree with you.
And there's
he proves it there. It's high, it's far, it's back on the field. It's going to be it's in play. He should be running.
Well, you know what I said about being entirely too shallow.
You hit the nail on the head, Tim.
I don't see how you can give him that room, as he will drive the ball. You give him a pitch to hit and he'll hit it, and then he did not run. But, you know, that's just expected. They don't expect him to run.
If you're scoring at home, give him a double.
And that's a double if I ever saw one. A nice shot, and that's what he's going to have to do for the Woodpeckers to come back.
So a leadoff double, and it's high. Oh, I made a nice play back there. I don't know if you saw that, Timmy.
I didn't catch that one, but there's a drive.
It is high. It is far. It is gone. Second home run of the game, and put 2 on the board for the Woodpeckers.
No, it's back on the playing field. Justin's going to get a triple.
No, I think they gave him a homer.
I couldn't really see that out there, but it looked to me like the umpire was calling it as in-play ball. But apparently it's going to be a home run, and now that's 7 on the year for Justin LaPala.
And what a shot it was. 2nd of the game and 7th on the season.
It was the same pitch you just saw. It was on the inside corner where Justin loves it, and he just tore it and right into the left center field.
I'm going to leave now, and Dick Stockton's coming back. I'll see you later, Tim.
I'll see you later there, friend.
What's the count? It's 5. We apologize for the difficulties, but we're back. Jason Banks has struck out, and Roger Booth takes the ball outside. And this one is popped up and playable. Hart under it, makes the play. But some damage done. 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left, and we've played 3.5 here at Woody Field, and it's a 6-5 lead for the Woodpeckers. And I'm here, Phil Rizzuto. Holy cow, what a ball game we're seeing here today. And here's Michael Weinstein. How do you feel? I'm Phil Rizzuto here, if you're not familiar. And holy, what a huckleberry you are coming back after a year.
Yeah, I am, and
having the same difficulty as I was having last season.
Oh, wow, a long drive by Hardy, and that's going to be a home run. Wait, I think they called it foul. Holy cow.
It didn't look like a homer, but it had to be a double. But they're going to call it foul.
Holy cow, I think he got robbed at it. What do you think, Whiny?
Yeah, it looked pretty fair to me, and it also landed on the other side of the fair pole, so I'll tell you.
Wow.
Wow, that's all I could say.
Well, heading back to you, Michael, how do you feel? How does it feel to be back here? A little butterflies, maybe?
Yeah, a little butterflies. I still can't hit Justin, but, you know, I'm trying my best.
Well, he's a tough pitcher there. Don't you give up there, kitty.
No way, I ain't giving up. I'm going to get a hit this time at bat.
Holy cow, what confidence. Well, Vern, what do you think about that call there? Do you think he got robbed, or you think it was a foul ball?
I definitely think it was a fair ball. It wasn't a homer, though. It landed on the grass, but there was a strikeout by Justin LaPallo.
Holy cow, I missed it. 1-800-LONE, yes.
Justin's 5th strikeout now in 4 innings of work, so he's really settled down now. He has retired 6 batters in a row and struck out 4 of them.
Wow.
So some good numbers there from Justin. And here's Mike Weinstein. On the day, Winey has struck out, reached on an error, struck out, and walked.
Holy cow! I don't believe it. Oh for 4. 3.
What's the story with Mark Armour?
Holy cow. High fly ball. That's going to be into the crowd, giving chase is LaPallo, but he can't get it.
Yeah, when everyone stepped out of the booth before, you missed a tremendous catch by Mark Liguori. Went into the stands over in the left field, reached into the stands, and made a nice catch.
I don't believe it. Wow. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. Holy cow. Wow, he's got that curve breaking for him, huh?
As I said, 4 out of his last 6 have been strikeouts, and here's another chance to strike him out with 2 strikes.
And it's up there for a ball. Came right back up here in the booth. Boy, it's dangerous here. Holy cow.
2-2.
That's a drive to center. Booth never going to get there. And Weinstein's going to have a double. Holy cow, look at him, Mona.
Well, Winey said it when he was in the booth that he's going to get a hit, but, you know, you can't really go by what Winey's going to say. He always thinks he's going to get a hit, but he really got a hold of that one and extra bases.
Wow, what a shot. And you saw Booth giving chase. He did his best to get it, but not the fastest runner out there in the outfield.
Well, here's Liguori. He's doubled, struck out, singled, reached on an error, and lined out.
So Liguori with a chance to with a runner in scoring position. And I think we missed something. They gave that ball, kept it, and they're going to give it to Winey. His first hit in over a year. Holy cow, what a gesture.
Yeah, that was, but you just saw Liguori take a hard swing at a Justin curveball.
Wow. And the pitch, line up the middle, base hit. It's going to be extra bases. We have a tie ball game. Liguori's going to go for 3. Here's the throw. He's going to make it easily. And a triple for Liguori. He now is among the league leaders.
That's 2 in 2 games. That's 2 in 2 games. And you know the kind of speed he has. And he just ground ball right up the middle, all the way to the fence. You'll never get him.
Well, I got a good point here, Vern. Did you ever think 4 years ago that these 2 kids would be playing on the same team again, Winey and Liggs, and driving each other in? Holy cow, it's like the old days.
It really is, giving memories of 85 Woodyball and stuff like that back in the old days when...
Hey, Vern, I remember...
Mike Weinstein here.
You were here before everybody else. How do you feel the game has changed from now until... From years past and now look at it? It's like a megastar game.
Well, to be honest with you, I get my opinion really a lot from you, and you really feel that this big coverage and big contract is not a pure game anymore, and
No.
I have to agree with you. I mean, these guys get paid. If they're hurt, they won't play. We went out back when you played.
Kissing bandits on the field.
When you went out there, you played to win. You played hard every game. But I don't know if they do that anymore.
Yeah, these people, they just want the money and get out of here, you know? How do you feel about my head? I think that I stroked a pretty nice ball.
Well, you know, we didn't really believe you when you said you were going to get a hit, but that was a pretty good swing, and Booth's never going to get you on that one.
No, he's not
You
gonna
keep
get
hitting like this, and you guys got the lead now. You can win this game.
Yeah, my next one's going to be in the trees.
All right, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Now back to you, Phil.
Holy cow, strong words from Mike Weinstein there, predicting a home run a la Babe Ruth. Holy cow. I haven't seen that in years.
Oh, and look who's making an appearance, though.
Holy cow, it's Heinz Wittenbach. Wow, look at him. An ex-Woodyball champ himself.
Usually,
Wow.
when he comes out of the stadium, usually stays in his private booth.
And there's a shot to right field. Oh, I think I called more than it was. It's just a pop-up. My eyes are going here. I'm up in my 80s. And Banks makes the catch to retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 man left. We've played 4, and it's 6-6.
So back here, the warm-up pitches from Mark Ligori coming in for relief in a tie ball game, and this is going to be something. Ligori won the Cy Young Award back in the early 80s when he played 2 seasons, and he was definitely the most dominant pitcher. And now he continues to warm up, and he looks like he's going to be hard to hit today.
Jack Buck.